Peter Burgess.
Carl Smith.
Carl Smith.
Jane Baker.
Jane Baker. Excellent, okay. So, sorry, so Jenny Pringle, your full name is?
James Pyman.
Pyman, so your initials are JP?
JP, yeah.
And the initials of this woman are also?
JP.
Are also JP. Your name is?
Phil Bell.
Phil Bell, and show us?
Peter Burgess.
Same initials, PB, yes? Your initials, do they match?
KS. Katie Stevens.
Katie Stevens, and what's that, Carl Smith? And your full name is Jim?
Boyle.
Jim Boyle, JB, all right? So your initials match the initials of the photographs that you picked, and please have a look around. None of the other initials match any of your names, all right? Seemingly impossible for this to happen. But it's not impossible, it's just highly improbable, yeah? What are the chances of that happening? There are 500 pictures, so the first person to take one has a choice of 500. The next person doesn't quite. The next person only has a choice of 499 because one of them's just been taken. And the next person has a choice of 498. And the next one, 497. So that number, 500 times 499 times 498 times 497, gives you the probability of you picking the Polaroids, the only Polaroids that have the same initials that match yours. And who mixed the envelopes at the beginning? That was you. So you mixed the envelopes, you handed them out, you each took one. If you open them up, take out what's inside. In fact, wait, you do yours first for me, just so we can get this on camera. Can you open yours up? Recognize the picture? It's a picture that matches the Polaroid that you took. That is Jenny, was it Jenny Pringle?
Jenny Pringle.
Jenny Pringle. Do you want to take yours out as well, Phil? Hopefully that matches the one that you've just picked. And Katie? Excellent. And you want to do the same for me, Jim? Is it the same? Can you just hold them up with the pictures as well? Just fantastic. You picked the ones that match the envelopes that you mixed and took at the beginning. Again, the chances of that, impossible, seemingly impossible. But the same odds. It's 500 times 499 times 498 times 497, which means if you just keep hold of your Polaroids, but just drop everything else on the floor, just by the spots around, just keep hold of the little Polaroids. The chances, what are the chances of all of that happening? The chances of me knowing where you were going to stand, which pictures you were going to take, the initials matching up and matching what you picked in the random envelopes at the beginning. If you come forward for me, if you come back where you were, if you put yourselves back into 1, 2, 3, 4 order, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to give you a calculator there. The chances of all that happening is, it's 24 times this here. So if you do, I'll do 500 times 499 times 498 times 497. Anybody watching this at home with a computer or a big calculator might want to do this. Work out what that is for me and then multiply that by 24. The answer, I can tell you, is 1482065, doing this, 928000. Is that the correct number?
That's the correct number.
That's the odds of all of those things happening. Not impossible, just massively improbable. One last thing. If you just hold the faces together so the camera can see, just hold the Polaroids up. And just bring them together a little bit. Excellent. I did say there were numbers on the back, not to pay any attention to them yet. All right, now I'm going to turn these around. Have a look at them on the back before I turn them around. 1482 065 928 000. You picked the Polaroids that had the numbers on the back that make up the odds of all of that having happened, and that odd is 1.48 billion, is the same odds as this system existing in the first place that allows me to break the horses every time. Not impossible, just massively improbable. Thank you very much. Something for you to think about. Cheers. Thanks for taking part. Thank you, Jim. Phil, pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Katie,
much.
thank you very much indeed. Excellent. I shall leave you with those numbers. Cheers.
Mesmerised.
I can't believe what I've seen, really. I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
I was trying to turn the numbers over in my head and work out, as Derren was going along, what the probability was. I quickly got lost and the number just got bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just astonishing. I think if he wants to come and work for the Racing Post, then I'm sure there'll be a job offer for him.
I mean, I think if horses are as predictable as humans, then Derren's on to an absolute winner.
My opinion has changed. I thought it was pretty much impossible. And I'm now curious to know what he's come up with.
I said initially that it depends what side of the stable the horse comes out in the morning, but I think Derren would probably know.
So by this point, Khadisha had received 4 winning predictions from me. Now it was time for her to experience the thrill of a real racecourse for race number 5. For race 5, we now go to Newbury for a high-profile and well-attended event. Some 11,000 people are watching it from the stands, on top of the millions watching it on TV at home. The name of the winning horse has already been given to Kadisha 24 hours beforehand. There's no way that I or anyone else should be able to predict the outcome.
I've come today to Newbury at the races. I've never been to a racehorse before. This is very much the first time for me. Today I need to put down £150, which is like breathtaking, and this is going to be on Lively Joe Lively. So very exciting, very nervous, and he just better win. So here he is from my racing cards. Newbury, Joe Lively, 11 to 2.
Kadisha still has no idea that the amazing winning predictions have been coming from me. The day before race 5, the 205 at Newbury, I sent her my prediction for a horse called Joe Lively. It's an outsider at 11 to 2, but Kadisha is risking the biggest bet she's made so far with £150 of her own money. What she doesn't know is that I'm also here, and after the race she'll be meeting me for the first time.
They're off. The yellow jacket of Joe Lively is on the outside of them. Joe Lively running a little bit free towards the outside for Joe Tizard in the yellow and red jacket. Is just over a length behind the leader. Almost now the first 3/4 of a mile as they come again left-handed and into the straight for the first time and head down towards fence number 4, which is in the fence. Vada Royal.
Come on, Joe.
So this is the water jump. Oh, and he's...
Oh my God, he dropped like a donkey. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Oh my God. This is what I mean. How can there possibly be a system? How can you possibly know?
Last on the far side, Nevada Royal, and Milena Tipperary has gone there.
Oh my
Manila Tipperary
God.
knuckled on landing, shot Tomo.
Doesn't look like it's going to win. It's in third place.
Manila Tipperary at the last in the back
Third
straight.
place, the rain started, the wind's getting stronger.
Straight in this
How can it possibly catch up? It's not going to
Lively
win.
in third place, they've got one fence to jump now. It's only a very narrow lead. Here's Johnny's almost level with him now as they come towards the last. And he's down to Nevada Royal, and he's almost got down. There, Joe is Johnny, and so Joe Lively, who was third at the last and looking beat, is going to be a very fortunate winner of this Marshall's Peugeot 308 Novices Chase.
Oh my God!
Joe Lively then.
Oh my God!
The first one of them who was
That's it,
brought
winning.
under pressure has eventually ended up taking the race. As here's Johnny, the only other one who's going to get round and just going to pick round his own time how he needs to do.
Oh my God, I don't understand that. It was in third place all the way. Can you believe it?
That's not bad beginner's luck.
Can you believe that?
852, 975.
So after the 5th race, and I won again, just under £1,000, and I'm over the moon, jumping for joy that I'm in, Newbury at a race course, seeing the horses live. I get taken to meet the person that's been doing this whole thing, the anonymous person, that's been doing this system.
Hi, Kadisha.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Derren.
And then I met Derren Brown, and honestly, I was scared. Okay, now I'm scared. I was confused, thinking, oh my God, all this time, gutted. I didn't put on more money if I knew it was him, It's like I'd have retired by now.
So I've developed a system. This is a foolproof, 100% system of winning at the races. And you've seen that it works. And you've seen that it works all the time. Even this afternoon when it just looked like there was no way that it could.
It did look like that, actually.
Now, so far, you have made some money. You've been putting 20 quid, 50 quid, and then you put 150 quid on today?
Yeah.
But this is small amounts compared to what I want you to do next, all right? You've won 5 races in a row.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the name of the 6th winner, all
Yeah.
right? And then that'll be it.
Oh my God.
So I want you to put a lot of money on it, all right? Because I want this show to finish with you winning a huge sum of money, all right? So we're talking several £1,000s if you can get that together. I know the minute I say that, you're going to think, oh, where am I going to get that money from? What happens if I lose? You will not lose because the system never fails.